And now I ask your attention for a very special guest. She's a hero of Ukraine. She is a friend. She used to be the head of programs of the Pinchuk Art Centre, our institution. Now Hanna Vasyk is junior sergeant and combat medic of the Ukrainian Armed Forces. I ask all of you in the back, please be silent and listen to her voice, listen to her story. Hanna, the floor is yours.
Hey guys, as Björn told, my name is Hanna and I'm Junior Sergeant of Ukrainian Armed Forces. I have came back from the front line a couple of months ago and I will go back there soon. I have a PTSD and concussion and I had a rupture of my eardrum, so I really ask those guys in the back rows, if you're not interested, please go out, as it's really difficult for me to speak. It's really difficult for me to be here with so many people, but I still came as I think I have something important to share with all of you. As also Björn mentioned, I've been here, like it's my first biennial, and I was here 6 months ago, taking part in the organizing of the opening ceremony in the same palazzo for exhibition of Pinchuk Art Centre. And yeah, like I have PhD in philosophy and master degree in political science, so I knew nothing about military and the war before the big war started. But I decided to join the army because if Ukraine don't win, we will not exist. Nor will exist our art, neither our culture. So at least I will try to do my best to prevent it, if possible. And joining the army was like really the most difficult decision in my life, because by joining the army and going to combat, you're making a huge step into the total, absolute uncertainty. You don't know if you wake up tomorrow. You don't know if tomorrow will exist for you. Before going to the combat, you have to accept your death. You have to accept your possible injury. You have to accept that you will probably come back without your arms or legs. You have to accept the possibility of captivity. But it's ridiculous, but in the same time, you have to dream. You have to dream to have the fundament to stand on, to continue your fight. You have to dream to have the desire to wake up tomorrow and continue your fight. For me, it's like a tiny island in a huge, dark, deep ocean of the blood and despair. And it also helped me a lot with my wounded. I was working in the evacuation of airborne assault regiment, and I evacuated, I think, more than 50 wounded soldiers. And when you're evacuating a really heavy wounded person, you have to keep their consciousness, because they fight for their lives more actively. So you have to remind them about someone they love, like their families, their kids, their partners, whomever. And this dream, these thoughts can help the person to fight for their life. So it really works. And for instance, today I was texting with my best friend. He's my combat buddy. He's an assaulter. He's now in Chasiv Yar, is the most difficult part of the Ukrainian front line now. I think it's my 5th time in Venice, but he never was here. And we were dreaming how we will come back here together next time. But I even don't know if he will text me back tonight. And I don't fucking know if I will see him ever. But I keep on dreaming. It makes my heart alive. But let's be honest, that not only life of the military people or other people during the war is uncertain, the whole human being's life is also uncertain. We developed some ways to cope with that, like religion, philosophy, art as well is like the way to cope with that uncertainty of the world. But it's an illusion. We also try to plan our future, plan our week, month, the year ahead, but it's an illusion. We don't know what is going to happen even in 1 hour, right? And if tomorrow happens at all. And what would you dream about if you would know that tomorrow is going to be your last day? Or even tonight? Just try to think as us, soldiers, think on a daily basis. What if the Russian missile is already on its way to hit this palazzo? What if it's your last 5 seconds? Like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bam. And I'm like really curious, what would you dream to survive as my heavy wounded in the ambulance? And perhaps let us not die together. Let's try to live together. And to survive, we need not only dreaming. Of course, it helps a lot, but it doesn't solve the bigger problem of our enemy. To survive, we really need your help and support. So I ask you, the cultural elite, to use all your power, to use all your voices to speak, to help us get weapons and also pro-Ukrainian political decisions. So maybe I will see my best friend, maybe I will have the house and the dog as I dream, and so will you, perhaps.